Hello, everybody, and good morning. It's early Wednesday morning, January 7th, and it's just after 10 minutes after 6 a.m. here in Scarborough Bluffs area of Toronto. Mikey Sue's here for ChattyBloggerMS. Couple things I just want to let folks know. Well, we're trying to get the 1v1 interviews to go. We're still waiting for our sister, Lizzie Armstrong, to respond. She hasn't in the last few days. Well, actually, couple weeks or so. So I hope she's okay. I'm keeping an eye out for her on her post there. She does some shorts that she's posted on her YouTube page. And I haven't seen anything for a while, so I hope she's okay. Lizzie Armstrong, we're always keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. We'll just continue things as we go. Next week, starting Monday, I'll contact Matt Arnold and see when he'd like to do his interview. If he has any time available to do that'd be great. And then the following week, periodically, not consecutively, but periodically, I will ask for the help of Jim and both Sif Dan if he's available, and whoever else, or anybody else would like to help. I'm going to start doing the 21 Days of Star Trek fan fiction series, which covers James Cawley's New Voyages, and then Vic Minona's continues. So, yeah. We'll just do that, every couple days or maybe every week. Who knows? Going into February and on. So we'll see. The one thing that does not change is the one thing that will not change is the random musicals and operas and plays series that we're doing for MOPS, for the MOPS project. So the MOPS project series, or MOPS project, that's all it's called. Sorry. Yeah, so that's going to continue in February. We'll, like I said, once I figure out the dates, the times, if I can get people together, that's how I'll probably have at least one co-host for each of these random, 3 things that we're going to be covering the rest of this year. Then we'll do that. I also figured I might go ahead and start trying to finish, Get Smart earlier. So let's see. Today is the 7th. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So every Wednesday, starting on the 14th of January, which would be a week from today, I can go back and I can start finishing Get Smart. I'm right now, the next 2 episodes I was going to review were from season 3, episodes 19 and 20. And we'll go over those. And it'll be called Get Smart Continued. And we'll just go, number 1, number 2, yeah, Get Smart Continued reviews. That's all I'm going to call it. Okay. And then I'll just go number 1, number 2, and so on. So, yeah. So I think we'll do that starting next week. Yeah, next Wednesday on the 14th of January. But time to be determined. Like I said, from now on, I don't even pick the times I do this. Either these vlogs or other things I do. I just kind of come out there, when it's available, when I'm available, when I feel better to do something or feel okay, then I'll just come out and do it. But just know I may start planning, like I said, from here on out, Wednesdays to finish our last pop culture series for a while, which would be Get Smart. There will be a threesome. I love how I said that. A threesome of the 3 movies. The Naked Bomb from 1980. Get Smart, actually, which came out a bit later. and then the reboot or remake of Get Smart with Steve Carell. So yeah, those three will be reviewed all together. And before that, like I said, after I finish the first 5 seasons of the original Get Smart, then I'll cover the 6 final episodes from TV on Fox, on the Fox network, that covered, um, you know, Smart and 99 married, their son, played by Andy Dick. The one episode that featured the late Bernie Cobell, as Siegfried. Um, yeah, those 6 episodes will come after the original. So I'm just do original 6 episodes, and then one day to finalize everything, I'll just go over the 3 movies that covered Get Smart. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. Yeah. So as soon as I can get through these episodes, and again, as I said, I'm doing 2 episodes at a time, so I might add an extra day. It wouldn't be too far fetched if I'd add Wednesdays and Fridays to the mix, because that would cover me. That would go faster too, because I really do want to get into the like I said, the MOPS project that planning on right now, fixing, trying to get everything set. And I did promise you folks, and I do want to try this. I do want to go for this, and I do have some potential co-hosts to help me. I think Chance Bartels, Nostalgic Pop Blast, that I work with him. I think he did say when he has time, he would like to do one with me. I know Larry's going to be my first one, brother Larry from Be Yourself Adventures, because I want to cover his time that he did on the religious play. I believe it was Jesus Christ Superstar, I believe. Or it could have been Godspell. I'm not sure. I think it was Jesus Christ Superstar, though. So, yeah. So that's the one I want to cover first with Larry. Um, let's see. What else is up? Okay, so... And then I like the concept. I do have one like. Thank you so much. I do like the concept of doing this vlog. After what happened to us last November, um, which became our wake up call, our mini attacks we had. Um, I want to be able to vlog. I want to be able to, um, whenever I'm available and whenever I'm awake, um, just to let you folks know how I feel. Just put out into the YouTube ethereal, uh, cosmic universe, whatever is out there, um, some positivity in this life. Um, hopefully, that I can follow some of the examples of Adam Wu, the Daily Wu who passed, um, which was a great, YouTube creator. Um, I hope I can embody the positivity of Bird of Prey 5, who passed away not too long ago, for us. Um, pop culture curator, son of a red shirt, Cardinal Sin, Clobbering Times, um, comic book historian. There are a lot of people we lost, a lot of good YouTube creators we lost. And I feel like I need to channel, if that's the correct word, channel some of their positivity out into our current environment, our current society, which right now is so discombobulated. It's not even funny. Um, and say prayers for the world. And that's really all I'd be doing from now on, is just saying a prayer for the world and for everybody, of course, involved in our current ChattyBloggerMS community. Family members, not just subs to us. Remember that. You guys and girls are the backbone of our channel. We would not do it, and I wouldn't even attempt it if I didn't have anybody supporting us or helping us out or being friends. Just be friends. That's all. You know what? We're not expecting tremendous, there are obviously certain few people, like Larry, who I've known for years, right? I mean, he is as close to family as I can ever have in this life, next to our own, parents, me and Suzanne share, and the rest of the family, cousins, immediate family, Phil, um, Bernadette, Elizabeth, my brother and two sisters, everybody and their families, everybody that we share. So, um, yeah. So I mean, that's well, I look at it this way. The only thing I'm going to really worry about in the next 3 months is, of course, my beautiful wife's knees. They have to be worked on. They have to be done. And then I got to work on that part of it where I'm going to have to go out and I'm going to have to go and help with the, at least for a few weeks with the groceries or other things that need to be done around here in this little apartment of ours, this little home of ours, our castle. And I love taking care of our babies, of course. We both love our girls, Moon Pie Deja Vu. They are beautiful fur baby daughters to us. And they're very loving, unconditionally, and they care for us. They are our support babies. They are. If we didn't have them, we'd be going nuts. I know we would. So we love them. Hello, Crazy Horse. Hi, how's it going there, Crazy? Good morning, Mikey. Yeah, Crazy, how you doing? I'm sorry. Did you just walk in? Because I was sorry. I was a little sidetracked. Sorry about that. Then we got two people watching. Very cool. Very cool. Um, yeah. Crazy Horse is one of those individuals that said they might be interested in the MOPS project we've got in store, which would be nice. There would be, we could decide on a, let's say, a musical opera or play that we're familiar with and talk about it. Oh, I did. Yeah, Alice just left for work. Okay. Alice, hope you have a good day at work. Please be safe. Yeah, I know. Um, a lot of crazy weather up there in the Appalachian Mountains. Yeah. Yeah. Please express to her from us. Yeah. Um, hope she has a good day. Yeah. Let's see. What else is going on? Okay. Well, as far as other things planned, I really don't have anything. As I said, I'm going as I go this month. January is just kind of a flyby, you know, coming up with whatever I want to come up with this month. I will, like I said, I would like to restart Get Smart so I can finish that. Yeah. So try to do that as fast as I can. Um, like I said, try to get the two interviews out of the two interviews I'd like to do. Like I said, Lizzie was interested. Lizzie Armstrong, our sister from Queensland, Australia. Hi, baby. Mwah. Was very interested, and I wanted to, interview her first. Obviously, ladies first. Then I wanted to go ahead and interview Matt Arnold, our brother that lives down there in Alabama. So, which should be some great interviews. I hope we can get those accomplished so that we can concentrate, on other stuff that we're doing. Um, like I said, I would like to start the 21 day, um, 21 episodes from both Kali and Monona, for their individual Star Trek fan fiction series, which are really awesome. They're really good. Probably better than anything that's going on right now. Let's see. Okay, last night on the Star Trek channel here on YouTube, they had the red carpet for Star Trek Starfleet Academy, you know, and that's available. And let's see. I'd like to Holly Hunter, I believe. Yeah, she's the main one in that. So let's see here. Starfleet Academy. There it is. Yeah. So Stephen Colbert, Holly Hunter, and Bella Shepard. Young cadets trained to become Starfleet officers as they deal with friendships, rivalries, and romance, all while facing a mysterious threat to both the Academy and the Federation. That new series is going to start streaming uh, on Paramount Plus original. It's going to start streaming January 15th is the planned episode. Yeah, it's going to premiere Thursday, January 15th of this year. So, and they say that it's going to run for 2 years. 11 episodes, 2 seasons. Yeah, so that'd be interesting. Yeah, I love Holly Hunter. Yeah, unfortunately, the Kurtz is working with this. He's one of the creators. Don't ask me why. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so Miss Holly Hunter is, of course, an actress, producer, and she's worked in the music department. And she was born March 20th, 1958. So right now, she's the ripe old age of 67. But if you looked at her in some of the trailers I've seen for Starfleet Academy, which does look kind of promising, um, I have to say. But yeah, she looks pretty damn good. Yeah. She has won one Oscar, as you folks are all aware of. And let's see. Some of her outstanding performances, broadcast news. She played Jane Craig in 1987, Ada McGrath in 1993 from the piano, 2003 13, where she played Melanie Freeland, Incredibles 2, where she again voiced Elastigirl and Helen Parr, the one of the female mother, Incredible, in 2018. And remember, she also worked on one of the Superman movies. I believe it was Man of Steel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, yeah. She was Senator Finch. Actually, I'm sorry. Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, that she did with Henry Cavill. Yeah. That was the one. That also featured Jesse Eisenberg as a young uh Lex Luthor. Yeah. Right. That's right. Senator Finch. That came in 2016. She did that. So her delving into the DC universe, and now she's and with the Incredibles universe and Disney, and now she's into Starfleet Academy. Nice. Yeah. She's Captain Nala Ake. Yeah, I hope I pronounced that right. AKE. And it's been completed. 2 episodes so far. Yeah. 2 episodes have been completed so far, according to IMDb background information. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Holly Hunter do well. Let's see. Okay. And let's see. Who was the other person? Was let's see here. Yeah. Now it's not the Stephen. I'm pretty sure it's not the Stephen Colbert we all know and love, but I think it is. Yes, it is. It is him. He's writer, producer, and actor in this. So it is the Colbert, Stephen Colbert. Nice. Let's see. Right, he's done the Colbert Report, the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the Daily Show. He wrote for that. He wrote for all of these, but he was the creator of the Colbert Report. And he did a TV series, 31 episodes, back in the day called Strangers with Candy. Yeah. And let's see, what is his. And he is 61 years old. He was born May 13th, 1964. Nice. Okay. So let's see. So he's going to play Starfleet Academy's digital dean. He'll be doing that for 10 episodes. Okay. So he's a digital character. Oh yeah, there's also Paul Giamatti, who plays Noose Bracca. Yeah, And I recognize Oded Fair is in here too. Interesting. But we'll look at Paul, and then we'll look at Bella Shepherd because I recognize Bella Shepherd. But okay, so Giamatti was born June 6, 1967. So right now he's 58 years old. Very cool. So he's still an actor, producer, and director. So he'll play an alien in Starfleet Academy. Cool. And then let's see, Bella Shepherd plays Genesis Life, and she's an actress, writer, producer. She was born December 17th, 2001. So she just turned 24. And she was in a TV series Wolfpack for 8 episodes in 2023. TV series. She was in The Wilds TV series in 2020, played the role of Reagan for 1 episode called Season 1, Episode 4, Day 6. She was also in the TV series Orange is the New Black, where she played young Alita Diaz in 2019 for 1 episode, which was called Season 7, Episode 5, Minority Deport. Minority Deport. Interesting. So we've got the young Bella Shepherd, we've got Holly Hunter, and Stephen Colbert. And then we have Paul Giamatti. Yep. So cool. Let's also take a look at Oded. I just want to look at Oded here for a moment. Because I know I recognize him. Let's see here. So he's playing Charles. Yeah, there he is. Charles Vance in this Starfleet Academy. He was born November 23rd, 1970. So he just reached the age of 55. Very cool. Let's see. He worked on a TV series called House of David back in 2025, where he was Abner, which covered the career or the lifetime of David from the Bible. Yeah, House of David. He was Admiral Charles Vance, so he's returning from Star Trek Disco, where he was on there for 21 episodes. He was Carlos Oliveira in Resident Evil Extinction from 2007. That's where I recognized him from, was the Resident Evil franchise. And of course, in 1999, he was in the original Mummy as Ardif Bey. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so this last thing he worked on, like I said, he did 16 episodes as Abner, one of David's relatives, in the House of David for 16 episodes. Yeah. So I'm probably sure he's still doing that. Yeah. Oded Fair. Yeah. Fehr. Yeah, he's a good actor. Okay. Well, let's see. One more person we'll take a look at. Tig Notaro. I saw her last night on the red carpet. Let's see. Right. Now, Tig is an actress, writer, and producer. She was born March 24th, 1971. So right now she's 54 years old. She has been nominated for 1 Primetime Emmy. In a TV series called One Mississippi from 2015 to 2017, she played Tig for 12 episodes. Back in 2021, she was in Army of the Dead as Marianne Peters. Tig Notaro Drawn was a TV special as a writer in 2021 she worked on. And then Instant Family, where she played in a movie 2018 where she played a lady named Sharon in that. The last thing she worked on, she was Big Tig the Voice in a movie that's coming out later this year, or earlier maybe this year, but Zootopia 2. Yeah. Or last year. Came out last year. I'm sorry. Yeah, last year, which came out last year. Zootopia 2, which has done pretty well, according to Disney Plus. One of their sequel to the animated Zootopia. So that's Tig Notaro. And she's going to be in Starfleet Academy. Okay, there we go. All right, well, like I was saying, as I was talking to Troy Pacelli, I believe the other day, yesterday I think it was, on his liquid lunch with Netter and everybody. Oh, thank you, beautiful wife. Oh, thank you. That looks awesome. My beautiful wife, everybody. Miss Suzanne. Okay, so, yeah, so I talked to Troy yesterday and mentioned that Starfleet Academy is a good opportunity. But we also talked about Star Wars being pretty much DOA. We all agreed on that. There's no more Star Wars. No, no. The guy who's running it now technically would be Dave Filoni, but and then they have this Lin Wen. They have Lin Wen who is doing the financial. Brennan, there it is. Yeah, that's the lady I was name I was looking for. Lin Wen Brennan, who's doing the financial side of it, and then Dave Filoni, who's doing the creative control side. Now, Kathleen Kennedy, KK Evil herself, Evil Queen, I call her, for Star Wars, the Evil Queen. Yeah. Well, she's still technically going to be a consultant, I would imagine. Yeah. And then, like I said, the Evil King over at Star Trek would be Kurtzman. I just call him the Kurtz for short. And he's going to be he's one of the creators of this Starfleet Academy, which, as I said, when I first looked at the first initial trailers, they look pretty good. They don't look bad. But, as we all know in life, looks can be deceiving. You could probably, after watch the first couple episodes, after you watch the first couple, you usually do get a gist of how good or bad the series is going to be. Now, like I said, way back in the day when I started to watch Star Trek Discovery or Disco, you won't hear me say Discovery very often, so get used to it. Disco, I watched the first 3 episodes. First 2 were okay, but then the third one just went nutso. I said, no, I'm not dealing with this. And then later on, I found out that Disco had the Guardian of Forever became actually human type, humanoid type person named Carl. I'm like, what the F, right? WTF? What the hell? Carl, go figure that one out. Yeah. And I don't, when it comes to new Trek, all right? Now, this is actually true. I'm going to quote you a true fact here. I watched every episode of TOS, which was all 79. I watched all 22 episodes of TAS as a kid growing up, the animated series. I watched all the episodes of TNG. I watched all the episodes because I can't remember offhand. I'm 60, so I don't expect to remember all these numbers. But I did watch every episode of TNG at least once. I saw every episode of DS9 at least once. I saw every episode of Voyager at least once. And I did see every episode of Star Trek Enterprise with Scott Bakula at least once for all their seasons. So basically, after 2005, to me, Star Trek was dead. Basically. And the only thing I've seen in that whole time, from then, 2005 to now, as I said, saw 3 episodes of Disco, hated it after the third one, saw 1 episode of Lower Decks, stupid, I don't know. I saw a couple short treks, I think they called them, short treks, crazy. And then I saw basically parts of the last 3 episodes of season 3 of Picard, which of course it involved the Borg. I don't miss anything that involves the Borg. That's how I am. I love that the Borg are one of the worst villains of the Federation and will go at any lengths to destroy them. Yeah. Not bad having a villain like that, especially when it's a Borg queen, right? Very cool. Go get him. Yeah. Now, Personally, when it comes to Borg Queens, the only two I'm really familiar with were Alice Krug and Susanna Thompson, from the series. I really like Alice. Alice is, she did this when she was younger. She acted in a movie called Ghost Story, which is me and Suzanne's one of our favorite horror films, and acted with all those, stellar older actors. I think Chris Lee was one of them, Christopher Lee, and then there was a few other people. Sir John Houseman, yeah, there was a few people there, and that was very, very good movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Let's see. 4 likes. We got 2 people watching. Very cool. Very cool. Um, like I said, I don't really want to get into politics, but one exception I'm making, of course, with Venezuela. I have no idea what's going on there right now. Other than the fact Maduro and his wife both were taken from the country, from Caracas, from the capital. And technically, there is somebody in place. Is like kind of, I don't know if you call him vice president, but he's like a minister, and he is temporarily running the country. And everybody was concerned because of the oil preserves. That's the whole deal. That's what's involved with this whole Venezuela situation. So, oil preserves, yeah. That, and of course, the big man there, Mr. Trump card, now he's going to want to go after all the other cartels, right? He's going to want to expend special forces to go after cartels in Colombia, Mexico, Paraguay, all these different little countries in Central America and Mexico and Latin America. So he's got a plan in place. Whether or not it comes to fruition, we'll see, right? In the coming months. We'll see what Trump does. Trump card. Yeah. But I promise that's the last I'll mention him tonight or this morning. Yeah, that's the last time I'll mention him. At least for now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so this Saturday, please, if you have any interest in sports at all, if you don't, that's totally fine. But at 4:30 p.m. Eastern in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my 49ers are on the verge of either being able to move ahead if they can beat the Eagles or being blasted out. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Yeah, that's coming up this Sunday at 4:30, not Saturday, sorry. Scratch that. Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Eagles and 49ers. Go San Francisco. Yeah. Takes care of that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, later tonight on Brainbender's Banter, our friend Chrissy is running a trivia show, which I believe she said at midnight. It'll start at midnight, 12 a.m. Eastern, this kind or later tonight. So basically, 12 a.m. Eastern Thursday morning is when that's going to happen. And Chance should be there. Hopefully, I'll be there. I wrote it down, so if I get an invite sent to the panel tonight, I should be able to make it. I should be there. I'm usually a night person. I am. I'm a night owl. I'm a vampire. The only thing that's missing is the teeth, and I don't try to bite my beautiful wife Suzanne though. I like to nibble. I like to nibble on her though. Why not? I've been in love with this wonderful lady now for almost 16 years. Yeah. March 1st, 2010 was when we first met online. That is coming up. That's our first anniversary. We celebrate 3 anniversaries a year. Yeah. That's our first one. Coming up March 1st. And before that, of course, we'll have Valentine's Day. We did promise each other a box of chocolates. Now, you remember, you heard us before say we had to give up a lot of chocolate this year. due to our diabetes type 2, But we did promise one another that for Valentine's, we'll get each other a box of sugar-free chocolates, or at least close enough to sugar-free that we don't go into a chocolate coma. Because, chocolate knocks me out. It literally does. And then I found out I fell asleep to ginger. Yeah, because she made us some ginger cookies, which were very, very good. But then they ended up putting me out. So weird. So anyway. Let's see. Well, I appreciate Crazy Horse and Alice for being here. And Alice, I hope you have a great day at work. One person still watching. I know that's my beautiful wife, Suzanne. So, I love you. We have, I think YouTube took away one subscriber from us. So I think we now have 57, if I'm not mistaken, 57 subscribers, which is fine. We have 2,675 liked videos, but I think they're on private, so I'm going to have to actually move it to public so that I can display them. I know my wife has 177 of her own under her Moon Pie and Deja Vu's Moon Pie's mom always when she first started putting together herself for us, and that's there. So don't forget to check out her playlist. And then we've got our playlist, which is called the Mikey Sue's Triple Playlist, which features all of our activity that we've done up to this point, till today, this morning, for both Warlord Fade and then Mikey Sue's 4, which we lost, unfortunately, last year, and then ChattyBloggerMS. So, and there's 588 videos, which will be available for anyone to see. They're on the public domain. So if any of you would like to watch any of those, if you have the time and the patience to watch some of our episodes from our from our two past channels, including this current one, the 3 channels we've had together shared, go there and check them out. They should be available. Yeah. And oh, by the way, if you go into the community section of our channel, ChattyBloggerMS, we do have a poll running. It just started a poll running. And I don't remember what it is right away, but if you get a chance, hold on a sec. Let me pull it up, and hold on just 1 second. Just gonna go here, check the yeah. So let me check my community section. Post. Here we go. Okay. So far we've had 5 likes. And so currently, as I said, in the poll, in the post section of my, or in the community section of our channel, I said we're reviewing all 21 episodes of the Star Trek fan film series featuring James Cawley and Vic Mignogna as Captain James T. Kirk later in January/February 2026. Out to these reviews, do you want us to continue with reviews of Star Trek Enterprise through Star Trek Voyager? Yes or no? And yes to further Star Trek franchise spin-offs is by a wide margin. I've got 5 likes and 100% saying yes, and 0 for the no. TOS fan films will suffice. So that is awesome. That's awesome. So I'm going to have the poll run for 1 more week. So when we get a chance to talk to you folks next week on January 14th, when I restart, the Get Smart reviews I've been doing, I will take a look at that. If it is a fully positive, I will definitely say, okay, then we will go ahead After we finish with, like I said, after we already finished. Like I said, we did TOS and we already did TAS, the animated series. So the next one that logically should come before, which I liked, was Enterprise. So I would be doing Star Trek Enterprise, then TNG, then DS9, and then finally finish with Voyager. So we'll see by next week. So yeah, please keep voting. Please keep voting. Yes, that would be awesome. Yeah. So we'll take a look at that. And then, like I said, later on this year, we can start up with Enterprise, and I can start talking, doing reviews every day of Enterprise. If you folks like that, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be next. After, like I said, after we do the 21 episodes from both Kali and Monona, their individual series, new Star Trek New Voyages and Star Trek Continues, and we go over that with Jim and Dan and so forth. Whoever, or Larry too, because I know Larry loves them. So any of those three gentlemen, or anybody else who would like to join me as a co-host for that, message me in the community section. But yeah, so after we cover those fan films, the first thing that I'll go back to would be Enterprise, and then I'll go to TNG. Yeah, so yeah, so that should be fun. Yeah, we can do that later this year. Along with, like I said, finishing Get Smart, finishing or beginning the MOPS project, with the musicals, operas, plays, and go from there. We'll have a lot of stuff to do this year. Yeah, we will. I'll try. Well, at least I'll try. Oh, excuse me. I will try to do a lot this year. But like I said, when it comes to March and April this year, please send a lot of prayers our way, love and support for Suzanne when she gets her first knee worked on, her right knee. That's going to be first, and then her left knee after that. And if you don't see me a lot on this channel, well, then you'll know why, because I'll be helping her out 24/7 to get her back on her feet. And then from there, we'll see what we can do, the rest of this year. But in previous years, as I was trying to rush to get myself to become a citizen, well, technically I am, because I'm married to her and I'm a Canadian immigrant from the United States. I'm not from a foreign land, which they would question if I was living in this country illegally. So, that's the Canadian political situation of it. But I have been trying. It's not for lack of trying. It's just I've been working on this. I've been trying to get to it, and we'll see what we can do this year. Hopefully. Like I said, leave everything in God's hands. That's what Suzanne preaches. So that's what we will do. We'll leave it in God's hands. Okay. Well, I don't see anybody else flipping in here, so let's go ahead and thank Crazy Horse and Alice at Crazy Horse 1985 for coming in, saying hello to us this morning. Thank you, Crazy Horse. I know he's doing a show right now, or at least I think he's live, so make sure you go to his channel there at Crazy Horse 1985. I believe he's doing something right now. Mike Seha, who is our Swedish brother from Sweden, I believe is also doing a video. So make sure right now. So make sure you check him out as well. Mike Seha 89. Go to his channel, please. Okay, so we have 5 likes. We got one person still watching. Probably, not just my beautiful wife, but someone else's around. Braddy, Stolen Spirits, MMIWG. Hello, Braddy. Hey, welcome. Welcome, Braddy. Stolen Spirits, MMIWG. Well, we'll just call you Braddy for short. How about that? Hi, Braddy. How are you? Hello, Mikey. Good to see you. Oh, what's wrong with you, honey? What's wrong, Moon Pie? You being a cutie again? I don't know if you can catch her from this angle, but that's beautiful Moon Pie. Kitty! Yeah, one of our 2 beautiful daughters. Oh, I love you, Moon Pie. And I love you, Deja Vu. She's laying somewhere on the floor. She's got her own little makeshift bed that she made. Oh, Brady. Yeah, hi. Yeah, yeah, I know you from Caldy, Chrissy, Buff, and the Gang. LOL. Oh, yes, you do. Yeah, we talked a few times. All right, Brady, hold on. We're gonna try to make it a point this year that we don't want anybody to be gray. So if we know them pretty well, at least through interactions with other channels, and then later on, hopefully we can become friends. Me and Suzanne with you, there, Brady, on Facebook for future projects. All right, Brady. So I just made you a standard mod for our channel. Thank you, and appreciate you being here to represent the Caldy Chrissy gang, BBB. um, so please say something there in the chat so I can make sure that I know that your standard mod took effect there, Brady. And it's good to see you. Thank you so much. So we got 5 likes. Yay. We got 2 people watching. Very cool. Um, yeah, we'll just go a couple more minutes and then I gotta eat breakfast. I'm starving. I gotta eat something. Um, so let's see. All right. So, like I said, not much going on. I hope to make this a daily, well, not daily, but every 2 days. I hope to make this a 2026 vlog. Oh, sweet. Brady says, oh, thanks. I'm a mod for all of them too. well, there we go. There you go, Brady. No, yeah. I hope you don't mind that. That's fine. But cool. So Brady's Stolen Spirits, MMIWG, congratulations. You are now a standard mod for our ChattyBloggerMS channel. Congratulations. So we'll just, Brady, what we'll rely on you for mostly, of course, what you do for the other channels. If anybody wants their channel link posted, please go ahead and post it in the chat. I highly encourage that. If anybody does have a blue Renchi, I like to say that like Blue Meanies from Yellow Submarine, the Beatles. Yeah, that's my thing. But oh no, I don't mind at all. Okay, thank you, Brady. Yeah, join us on our Facebook and YouTube page as well. Yeah, I'm trying to. You know what? I'm gonna ask Chrissy tonight. For when she does her BBB trivia thing tonight. Ask her if she wants to give me in a private chat her Facebook connection, and I can connect with her there. Yeah, they call me the Link Slinger. Wow, cool. Well, then you be eventually, Brady. We'll get you up there with our managing mods, Connie Clary, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Larry, my best friend of 50 plus years over at Beer Stuff Adventures, my beautiful wife, who of course is the boss lady, Suzanne. We also have, our best friend Hakeem. He calls himself Hakeem over 9,000. He's our other managing mod. And then we have also um, our guy, Sir Lemon Pie. He calls himself Lemon Pie 999, and he's a managing mod. He's been there with us with the beginning. So yeah, very cool. Brady says hello to everyone. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you, Brady. Now, Brady, make sure you show your link, okay? Post your link there in the chat if you'd like, so that we can go ahead and subscribe to you. Make sure we're all subscribed and everybody's, taken care of. Make sure we do that. Yeah, you know what? While I'm saying that, I'm the founder of Stolen Spirits. Yeah, you know what? I think I might even have you subscribed. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, I am a bad boy. I don't even have. Oh, Brady, you should smack me upside the head. Okay, there we go. All right, Brady, I've got you subscribed. So there you go, lady, young lady. I got you subscribed. Here we go. Yeah. So you work. So being you said you were a link slinger. See, you kind of work like our buddy Lemon Pie does. Yeah. Lemon has very little content himself. But he does work as a managing mod for a lot of other channels. Mm-hmm. So, oh, okay. Let me take your look at if I may. I'll take a look at your Facebook. Here we go. Stolen Spirits. Okay. Okay. I will join the group. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Do you agree to be respectful? Yes. Do you understand that this is not a drama group nor a place to promote business? Yes. Self promotion, blah, blah, blah. Please share our flyers, not copy them so they can update when we update. Also, this is not a dating site. Do you agree to follow the rules? Yes, I do. Okay, I agree to the group rules. No drama. I'm just kind of reading through it. General rules, no drama. Always share the original post. Don't copy paste and new flyer information. Okay. There. Ah, and my friend Crazy Horse. Thanks. I was just messing around testing YouTube copyrights. I didn't have chat up, but thank you. YouTube just approved it earlier, and I was able to review chat. Oh, very cool. So my friend Crazy Horse 1985. All right, sweet. Okay. Yeah, I can now post and comment in Stolen Spirits. Oh, very cool. Very cool. As I learn more about your group, yeah. As I learn more about your group, that'll be cool, Brady. Yeah, it takes me a minute to get used to whose links to drop in channels, but I definitely save them when I can to drop them later. Brady says, thanks for joining. You're welcome. I'm always open to joining some like minded groups. Yeah. Freedom of speech and all that, yes. But, we have to watch certain things, right? So, yeah. Well, you're welcome, Brady. All right. So, I'm going to go because I need to eat. So, I want to thank Brady Stolen Spirits for being here. I want to thank Crazy Horse 1985 and Alice, his wife, for being here when they were. And I want to thank my beautiful wife for being here, of course, supervising our chat this morning. And 5 wonderful likes. Thank you so much. 2 people still watching. Okay, as we like to say, have a great day. Thanks for the wrench. The wrench. Yeah, I will try not to smack anybody with it. Just kidding. Wow, Brady. Made me laugh. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just don't abuse the power. Yeah. Get to the chopper. Yeah, exactly. No, Brady. You know what? We talked. I'm familiar with you through that wonderful community of Chrissy and everybody. Trust me, you couldn't do anything wrong. No, you're good. No, that's fine. Oops, that was supposed to save dates for the reg. Never. There you go. Don't abuse the power. There you go, Brady. All right, so thank Brady, Crazy Horse. All right. As my wife, beautiful Suzanne, always says, you know, as she always says, leave everything in God's hands. Best piece of advice. And she is a Universal Life Church minister that works with the Catholic Church. So she is my minister. She is my um, priest that I can go to confess sins and so on. But she also does weddings and funerals and things like that. So if you're ever in the Toronto area and you need her, she's right there. She can help. Brady says, have a great day. God bless everyone. Stay safe. You too, Brady. Stay safe. Please. Please stay safe. And hopefully we'll see you over at Chrissy's later tonight. I think it comes at 12 a.m. Eastern on Thursday morning. But she said 12 midnight. So I'm assuming that's, like I said, 12 a.m. Eastern is what she said, 12 a.m. Eastern time. So late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, right there. Yeah, I hope I'm right. I'll check it later. But let's see what else. Okay, and then my brother Larry from Be Yourself Adventures says, "Always be yourself." That always helps. And then, of course, my brothers Matt Arnold and Jim's Landscape, who both recommended I can use this meme, and I, you know, voiced. I did some of it myself, and it does kind of make sense. And where I say, remember, you'll never know where you'll hear or see me next. So make sure that you're always hitting that notification bell. This beautiful thing right here. This is our kiss bell. When we hear that bell, we kiss each other. It's kind of cool. It's very romantic. Yeah. So remember, hit the like button for today. Don't forget to hit subscribe to our channel. Please do. We're almost close to 60. That's our first goal. Every 10 that we gather into our family fold, and we only need 3 more to well, now 2 if Brady's got us. So that's cool. So we're up to 6, almost to 60. We're at 58. So we're just trying to get there. That first. If tell you what, this year I'm not really expecting anything overboard. If we can get to the middle of the year in June when we plan on doing our not only my 50 years plus friendship with Larry and James and Frank, my 3 best friends, um, but also my 30 years that I've been performing as a musical, a singer, a songwriter, karaoke, band member, things like that. That's coming up. And then of course, like I said, our 50-year relationship, 30 years I've been singing, and also, um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, and of course, then we have our 3 different anniversaries. We have one coming up on March 1st. 16 years we've been a couple. April 19th will be 10 years officially because we got married in a small uh, courthouse over in Phoenix, Arizona. So that'll be our diamond anniversary. I think that's after 10 years. And then our 11-year anniversary comes on June 23rd of this year, where we got married in Niagara Falls, and my wife married us. So, yeah. Brady says, I will definitely try and be there. You can get my references from all of them. Cool. Brady says, sweet. Congrats on everything. Well, thank you so much, Brady. That means the world. Okay, and of course, we always say peace from Mikey Sue's and our beautiful cats, Moon Pie and Deja Vu. So, the one prayer that we'll always do from here on out, whenever we can, is to say, prayer for the world. Let's make it a better place to stay, a better place to live in. Prayers for all of our family, uh, community members, not just subscribers to us, but also family, extended family. So, Brady, your family, Crazy Horse's family, that is what you become when you become part of us. Peace out, Cub Scout. Well, I was a Cub Scout, so thank you, Brady. Thank you so much. All right. So for the prayer for all of us, amen and amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you, Brady. Thank you. Means a lot. Alrighty. So, on behalf of Suzanne and Brady, Crazy Horse, myself, the cats, Moonpie Deja Vu, and everybody that's been here this morning for our second JAS vlog of 2026. And like I said, I may make this a every 2-day thing, kind of consistent, just to keep you folks advised on what's going on immediately. Some friendly banter, you know. And remember, our channel is very kind. We're very kind people. We're not, we don't try to create any more animosity, any bitterness, no violence, nothing. We try to be the most kindest channel we can be in all of YouTube, and that's what that's what we're striving for. And God's our number one pilot. So read the description if you're ready to dedicate yourselves to having good times, nothing but good times, and no bitterness, no anger, nothing like that. Please then come join our family. our humble family. We love everybody that we know. Brady says my channel is very sad. We need a lot of prayers. It's hard work, but it needs to be done. We always pray for everybody, Brady. Everyone in our family, not just like I said, immediate family, cousins, relatives, nieces, nephews. We pray for our friends too. We have very few in this city here in Toronto area. We have one that's a very dear friend to Suzanne that she's known for over 20 years. So he is a very valued member of our family and his family that's a part of him. And to me, Larry is my family. Larry and James and Frank, those are my three best friends that I've known for a very long time. They're still around, and they were all adopted into my mom and dad's family. So yeah, including Suzanne. So there you go. Yeah. So hopefully I can get all of those brothers together in June. That's the other goal. Like I said, 30th anniversary of me sinning, 50th plus anniversary of me being friends with Larry, James, and Frank, and try to get all of them plus my brother. I have never had my brother on a stream, on a live stream. That's my goal. I want to get Phil, my brother, who's only 2 years younger than me, because I turned 60 last year. Yikes! And she's turning 60 this year. Yikes! Yeah. So, so yeah, we're trying to get Phil up there so Phil can have some fun. Oh, I right, right. Okay. Yep. MMIWG does stand for missing people made unalive. I don't like to say the M word, but I know what you mean. Indigenous women and girls. Yeah, we have that situation. I was talking to our friend Zach. You know, Zach is awesome. He's a great guy at his prepping. Yeah, we were talking about that. That here in Canada, along the infamous 401, the big long transcontinental highway one, transcontinental Canadian highway. There's been a lot of disappearances, a lot of ladies missing from the Indigenous First Nations. Yeah, very scary stuff. And Brady, believe me, we pray for everybody in that. And we keep an eye on that. We do. We try to keep track of that whenever possible and pray for their souls to get home safe without any problems. So, yeah. Yes, we do a lot of cases from Canada. I just did a couple before I got on here. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. Well, Brady, you're dedicated to a great cause, and I hope you get some of those ladies home safe, like I said, without any problems. Let's get them home safe. Yeah, hopefully get them home safe. Yeah, pray all the time. Yeah, we do. But like I said, I'm married to a minister. I love praying. I pray about anything, really. Yeah, you know, absolutely. So, alrighty. Well, it is over an hour. I only try to do these for about an hour. But again, Brady, thank you so much for being here. Thank your whole organization for doing what you do. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, you're very welcome. And Crazy Horse and Alice, we love what you do. Alice, what you do in the medical field is beyond uh is beyond recognition. You just do wonderful work. And your hubby, Crazy Horse, is great. And he's just starting to learn about how to put together live streams and stuff. So that's awesome. I hope he continues to successfully pursue that. And Tony Stark, CEO, Tony the Tiger, you're great. Yeah, that I can't say it too well. But anyway, Tony, we want your channel to succeed. So keep doing what you're doing, but be careful out there. There are a lot more restrictions happening everywhere. And I've been watching channels, simple channels, just go and go down. So be careful, my friend. Okay? Hey, I'm here for you. We're watching. We're watching for you. Kapla! We're watching out there for you. I will also say the same thing to our friend, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Gorilla, keep it up. But you might want to forego a few people. They might bring you down. Just saying. Okay? Do your work. Keep it up. Keep those shorts going. But be careful out there. Okay, my friend? And Larry, of course, last but not least, Larry, Beers Adventures. Larry, I want you to make that trip. If you're able to make it, I know your heart is in the right place. I know you've had your issues. I know the problems. Rest in peace, your mom, Sherlyn, who was my mother from another mother. Um, if you can make that trip up Route 66 from California to Illinois, please do. And don't forget, please look up my best friend there in Chicago, PJ Destin, goes by the name of at Fuzzy Soul Tiger. That's all runs together. FUZZYSOULTIGER. Go to him, meet him. You never know. You two would probably hit it off great. I know you would. And because you share me as Mikey and Suzanne, as your best friends. There you go. That would work too. All right. So everybody take care. We'll see you next time on ChattyBloggerMS, which of course stands for Mikey Suze. Take care, everybody. God bless you all. We love you. We'll see you next time. And she says, Brady said, nice to meet you, Suzanne. So very nice to meet you too, Brady. All right, take care.